So, I didn't have a lot of topics to talk about, so I'm going to just read out the questions that are asked ChatGPT, and I'm going to answer them with no thought whatsoever. Like, I just say what's on my mind. I'm not going to overanalyze it. I'm going to say it, and also, I have started seeing the results of my exercise from this week. I can see that my face is a bit, when I'm speaking, I can feel that there's a little bit of stretch in my face. Then I can feel that my body has become fitter and filled somewhere and thin somewhere. So it's the opposite of how it was before, right? It's not the same. um, I'll read the questions now. Why do people compare themselves to others? I haven't actually done that. I mean, I tend to do it less now that I've grown up. I don't know why. It's just I don't have a lot of things to compare, but I won't compare about. I do compare. I was talking like my friend. She looks beautiful, and I do compare the way I look to her. Sometimes I find it. I find that's something I do. Then I also compare my, academic, not academic, but creative outlook to a person in my class who is good at creativity, right? So that's what I do. I think in the sense comparison is sort of fine, because then you want to be better, want to be a better version of yourself, and it leads to a, you don't have to always, I don't do that. I don't bombard myself with self criticism like, oh, you're no good, that person is so much better than you. And I do say that the person is so nice. I ask questions how they do it. So and for the physical part, that I was comparing myself to my friend, I have started exercising, and I don't think now I do compare myself to anyone in the physical way, the physical aspect of it. So yeah, that is one plus point for me. Then, why do some friendships last while others fade away? It's the As I believe that it's a two-way street, and if there's always a person giving up, and there's always a person who, like, there will be always a person who is trying to interact, and then sometimes the other person doesn't feel like it, but still the other person is making an effort, and you feel that and you do it. You make the effort too, the other side. So if both the sides are making efforts, it will last. If both the sides don't, I mean, not at the same time, not even at the same time, but if one side is not making an effort, the other side should. And if the other side is making an effort, then if the next side is not making it, that's also fine. But you, like, someone has to put the effort at a time of, at an instance, right? So it shouldn't be dry. There has to be something. And I've felt that in a lot of my relationships, that um, the you know the line fizzles out. Like, there's no one putting an effort, and that is why I think that is when the relationship breaks. Like, I talk to my friend once in a while, and we don't talk a lot. uh, None of us make an effort to talk to each other. I did make an effort in, you know sometime before, and she was not that reciprocative. So it's also important that if a person is making an effort, the other person, if not making an effort, they should still be reciprocative. They should still, after the other person makes an effort, they should give some amount of efforts. It should not be empty. So yeah, That is how it should happen. Also, if a person is not interested in what you do, that's also a turn off. So you're listening to their stuff, it's amazing, and you love to listen to their stuff, there's no problem with that. But if they are not interested in learning what's new with your life, it's sort of just not right, and that could also be one of the reasons. So yeah, I've already reached 5 minutes. I'll maybe record some of the topics right now and then add something in the beginning for the next podcast, or the end for the next podcast.